Я заметил, кстати, что здесь перевод пользуется только ребята, которые за рубежом. Есть ли здесь среди присутствующих кто-то, который не понимает английский? Вася. Ну, ребята, окей. Так что мне, наверное, лучше говорить по-английски, чем по-русски. При этом переводчик делает очень хороший перевод на русском, я это заметил в кулуарах. Окей. Ага. So, this was supposed to be lightning talk, so I was wondering what this means. And I was wondering what shall I talk to people who actually are extremely good experts in every field of what you guys are doing. So I figured out that instead of talking, I should let the old saying, which means a picture is worth 1,000 words, speak. So I'm going to show you some of the people who actually are defining the internet governance as we know it. And I don't know all of them because I usually take pictures like the Matvey here who is doing the same thing. But on the top left corner you see the executive director of ETNO, the European Telecom Network Operators. Then Fadi Shehari with the Montenegro Minister of Communications is on the top right. On the bottom are two people who actually created the internet. Bob Kahn is on the left, and Steve Crocker, chairman of the ICANN board, is on the right. Bob Kahn is one of the two fathers, so to speak, of the internet, the creator of the internet protocol. And I'll just keep on moving around the pictures, and you guys can figure out some of the people there you know. So what I was trying to explain in a number of speeches in the past week and continuing on Thursday in Moscow at the PIR Center is that the term internet governance cannot be translated in several languages, Russian among them. There is no such opportunity to, or such a word that can fully explain what internet governance means, the same way multi-stakeholder is not translatable. And the main question when people talk about internet governance is who controls the internet? On the top left corner here you see the Secretary General of the ITU, the International Telecommunications Union, Hamadoun Touré, who is wearing a blue helmet. That's last week at the WTPF in Geneva, the World Telecommunications Policy Forum. And I guess on the top bottom, on the right bottom is Andrei Kolesnikov, who is showing his appreciation about the blue helmet of Mr. Touré. But when people talk about internet governance, for some reasons they believe that there is someone that can control the internet, that there is an organization that controls the internet. Well, some people say this is ICANN, not the people who you see here. Andrei Romanov definitely knows that ICANN doesn't control the internet. Nikolai Nikiforov, who is sitting in the lower right corner, who is the Minister of Communications and Mass Media of Russia, I don't think he believes that ICANN controls the internet. The reality is that no single organization can claim that they control the internet. The internet was built in a way so that there is no single entity that controls it. A little while ago, Vasily was talking about the DDoS attacks that took down their servers. Well, if you remember a few years ago, there was a huge DDoS attack on the 13 root servers, and 7 of them were taken down, if I remember correctly. And that was before any cast existed. So what the technical community thought, well, we need to address this issue. So what they did was they just started to put servers around the globe, and now there are hundreds of copies of the root servers. And the result is that at the moment, the common belief is that there is no DDoS attack that can take down all the root servers around the globe. By the way, the lady here on she felt a little shy so I couldn't take a good picture of her, so I don't know who she is. But the guy on the low right corner is the head of the International Department of the Ministry of Communication. By the way, an impressive guy, speaks 7 languages. So I should leave that longer because these are people who you know. So what we are trying to figure out in this discussion about internet governance is that ICANN is coordinating a very small part of the internet. But there are many other organizations that do a lot on the internet. And to me, as a technical kind of, I wouldn't say an expert because I'm a lawyer by education, but a technical geek. I think the best organization that deals with running the internet, this is the IETF, the Internet Engineering Task Force, because they define the standards which are actually running the internet. So talking about that, I should have mentioned that, more people that you may know. I should have mentioned that, and congratulations to our friends from Ukraine, who can recognize a couple of folks here. When we were talking about the Wi-Fi, this device is not working, I remembered, and the system of testing, I remember this joke which you guys who are not coming from the Eastern European part of the world may not appreciate as much, but way back we used to live the Soviet Union about 80 years and the rest of Eastern Europe about 45 years under the system called communism. And we believe that this is the best system in the world, believe it or not. So when we lived there, there was a meeting of the Bulgarian president, Zhivkov, with the old people, and one of them asked him, Comrade Zhivkov, this thing, the socialism, who created it? Was it you or were the scientists? And the president, a devoted communist, said, well, it was us, we created the socialism. And the old lady said, well, that's what I thought. If it were the scientists, they would have tested it on animals first. So with this, I leave you to ask some questions because I know we are running out of time and there is coffee and there is somebody else speaking after me. But I wanted to take a better look at this picture. And Mr. Touré saying that they're not taking over the internet. And this is the big change between 2 years ago when he told Mr. Putin that they actually want to take the internet over. So I think that the internet governance discussion is actually just starting. The moment this big UN organization, the ITU, decided that they will join the dialogue, they will be part of finding a solution, they stopped, or they will try to stop being part of the problem. I see the sign stop, so I'll stop.
That's okay, Veni. Are you going to wear the blue helmet to the next ENOG meeting?
Well, you know, there is a famous picture of a former candidate to be president of the United States in a helmet, and in the US, when people see a politician with a helmet, they actually don't take this as a good sign. So, and I've had a helmet for 2 years in the army, so I don't want any more helmets, you know.
Okay. Noted. Господа, какие у нас есть вопросы?
Are there any questions? Ladies and gentlemen, are there any questions? I cannot see any hands or people at the mics.